What's up, everybody? Aggie here with the Baseball Prodigy. Before we get going, remember, subscribe, like, share. That's what this is about. We're building community. We're trying to elevate the game. Listen, guys, that's all this is about, is simply elevating the game. I've been very fortunate in this game to have success at all levels of the game. I was a high school All-American. I was a Division I college pitcher. I was a professional pitcher for roughly 7.5 years. Been able to travel the globe and play baseball for a living. I ran a select baseball company for 15 years that I started, very successful. I've been a major league scout for 7 years, right? I mean, I've got a World Series ring. All these things are nothing more than to say, I love this game. And when I was young coming up through it, I had no idea what I wanted to do in the game, but I've been so blown away by the opportunities I've had because of people that poured into me. And so now we want to do that with Baseball Prodigy. We want to give back to you. We want to create a community where you guys can grow in all ways and go from childhood dream to college team. It's that simple. That's what Baseball Prodigy is about. So we'd love for you to be a part of this community. Again, subscribe, like, share. SLS, it's really simple. And we're going to give you every bit of information resource that we possibly can. If you're really serious about this college thing, because the world has changed in that realm, just go to the link below. You'll get a free training. Set up a call with one of us. We'll be happy to walk you through and help you in every way that we possibly can. Had a lot of success in that realm. So that's what we do with Baseball Prodigy. But at the end of the day, it's about you guys, it's about your families, and it's about your future. And I hope that you have as much success as I've had in the game, and even more, okay? Success breeds success, so we want to help take some of our information and help you guys as much as we possibly can. So we look forward to you being part of the community. Thanks. What I want to talk today about is feedback, okay? So I get a lot of questions about, hey, how do I know if my pitches are good or not, right? Like, obviously we have metrics to test those things. We have spin rate, we have spin efficiency, but then we get into things like pitch shaping and pitch tunneling. And in particular, like, how do I choose my repertoire as a pitcher, right? So we've got 4-seam grip, 2-seam grip, change-up, curveball, and everybody says, I ask kids all the time, hey, what do you throw? And they always say the same thing, right? The same 3 pitches. But I go, how did you define what those pitches were? And they're like, well, that's just what I've thrown since I was 12 or 13 years old or 11 years old or whatever it is. And I go, okay, well, this even plays itself out at the major league level, okay? So there's 3 ways to figure out what pitches you should throw. The first is going to be the hitter's reaction to the ball, okay? So let's say we're standing up there and we throw a pitch and it's got good movement and his swing is really off balance or something like that. Or we throw a curveball and the guy like just buckles, okay? So we're getting physical reactions to our pitches, okay, that make sure that we understand, like, oh, that's a good pitch. Like, the hitters are not seeing that well. And it's not just one hitter, but multiple hitters, okay? And then we're going to get into how the catcher receives the ball. So part 1 is how the hitter reacts. Part 2 is how the catcher receives the ball, okay? So, like, if that catcher's sitting here and he's down behind the plate and you throw what you think is your best pitch, a 2-seamer, and he goes, boom, and throws it back to you. Boom, and throws it back to you, okay? That's called flipping the glove or pancaking, okay? So what that means is he's seeing the movement early, and that is able to pick that up early, which means that he has enough time to react to that. Now, the opposite is true where you throw that same 2-seamer or sinker and you think that's an awesome pitch, and he goes like this, and he's tracking it, and all of a sudden he goes, boom, and he takes the glove off, and he goes, man, you just thumbed me, okay? That's another way. So that means that the hitter is going to see the same thing, okay? The catcher knows it's coming. So imagine if the hitter knows it's coming or doesn't know it's coming, what his reaction is going to be. So you might have a guy that stands in there and he's like, oh, I'm going to get it, and all of a sudden goes, whoa, wasn't ready for that. Same thing with the catcher, okay? So we've got hitter feedback, how the catcher catches the ball, and this might be an interesting one for you. Your command of a pitch, okay? So if I am throwing a ball and I can't command it, it's not a pitch for you, okay? So there's the 3 factors right there. That might be, hey, where I release the ball, so we talk about that same window of release. If I'm manipulating a ball out here to get it into command, then that's not a good pitch for you, right? We need to be able to have 4-seam here, 2-seam here, changeup here, curveball here, slider here. They should all come out of that same window. So if you're having to manipulate the ball from the pitcher's mound out of your hand, that's probably not a good pitch for you. Okay, so those are the 3 ways that we can determine if we have good pitches. And then we get into pitch tunneling and shaping and all that type of stuff. But easy ways to find out, hey, are they released from the same window or do I have to manipulate them? Does the catcher receive the ball easily, or is it hard on him when he's receiving it and means the ball's moving late? And thirdly, the hitter's response. Okay, so if the hitter responds well to those pitches, even if you think it's good, like everybody used to tell me how good my changeup was. I gave up like 50 home runs on a changeup in my pro career. It was terrible. Okay, so but they didn't respond well to my curveball. So that's feedback that we need to get as pitchers. So I hope that helps. As always, you can follow us on YouTube, Instagram, the.baseball.prodigy, and also download my pitching book, Pitching Prodigy, Unleashing Greatness on the Mound. That'll be in the description below. Enjoy the game.